Hi guys, welcome back to the Low Sodium Queen, and today we're going to be making tomato soup. We're going to be roasting them in the oven, and I've already preheated my oven to 420 degrees on roast on my convectional oven. And you may need to research what you have to do if you don't have an air oven, an air cooking type oven. But we're going to use a bundle of tomatoes. Make sure you wash them. We're not going to peel them. We're not going to cut them up. Nothing, because we're going to lay them on a tray flat with some olive oil. Speaking of, we're going to have olive oil, chicken stock, a lot of garlic. I'm going to use 10 cloves, but that's different for you because I love garlic and it's going to roast. We're going to use basil and black pepper. A whole yellow onion diced. I'm going to do mine into a 6 dice and not usually a 4. It's like a whole chunk here, and some unsalted butter. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and wash our tomatoes, put them on a pan, cover them in olive oil and everything like that. So once I go ahead and wash them, I'm going to bring them back over here and we can get started. Alright guys, so I have washed my tomatoes. I have a pan that is lined with parchment paper. I cut up my onion. I did wind up using about 16 cloves of garlic instead because I just like that flavor. And we're going to just drizzle heavily with olive oil. New bottle, yay. On all of that stuff, and my oven is already preheated to 420 degrees for roasting temperature. And usually you would add salt to this mixture, but we're not doing salt. So I'm going to take my little mixture here and just sprinkle a little bit of that on there. And then the rest we're going to put in the soup. Now this is 1 teaspoon of black pepper and 1 tablespoon of basil. And you can add more depending on your preference later. And all we're going to do is stick this in the oven until it's nice and roasted. No, we're not going to be using the green things. I've just always left them on there because I saw Chef Gordon Ramsay do it. And you know, you learn new things. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven, and we will come back when they are perfectly roasted and taking everything off, and we'll make the soup. We'll make the rest of it. Our tomatoes are roasted. The garlic's roasted. Everything looks good. So we're just going to go ahead and let this cool off for a few seconds before we start trying to take all this off and picking it up and scraping it, putting it in our stock pot. And yes, it's my trusty stock pot. I'm going to move the camera over here and show you everything I put in the stock pot and let you watch it cook. Okay, so I got my little stock pot right here, and I went ahead and put 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, the rest of my seasoning, and my chicken stock in here. And as you can see, the heat from the oven that was coming up was already melting some of this. So we're just gonna, and I used that whole ranch jar. Someone's calling me. I heard it. That's why I paused. And we're going to use that whole ranch jar that I had. So I'm going to put this on a low heat, about a 4. And I'm going to get my little spatula over here and just mix that together until all that is melted here. And then we will put the tomatoes and everything in it. And I don't know if there's some way I can show you the pot better, but this is the only way I can do it for now. So y'all gonna have to bear with me. And I'm gonna let that heat up and melt. And once I do that, I will be right back. Alright guys, everything is melted in the pot here. And we're just going to put each of these tomatoes in here whole. And everything that's on here. And we're just going to cook them until the onion starts falling apart a little bit, which should be about 15-20 minutes on 4 on that heat there. And we're just going to put all this goodness into that soup. I just want to get some of this footage right here and show y'all how it's looking when you put the tomatoes and everything in it. So it's looking right good, y'all. So we're just going to keep letting that cook for a little bit and simmer on that 4. Kind of mush up the tomatoes if you have to release some of those juices and flavors. But we're going to let this cook until those onions sort of fall apart, and that's going to be about I'd say 15-25 minutes. And then we're going to take our little immersion blender and blend all this up. Alright guys, as you can see, the soup is starting to come together here. And it's falling apart and everything like that. We're going to give it about another maybe 10-15 minutes. And then we're going to immersion this bad boy up. And we're going to have some soup. This is ready to be blended. So this is what it looks like. And it tastes delicious, y'all. This is like the best tomato soup, low sodium, that you will probably ever put in your mouth. And so I'm gonna go ahead and immersion blender this stuff up. Try to remember to turn the heat off. Let it cool down a little bit, because if that stuff splatters on you, it's gonna be hot and it's gonna hurt. So let's go ahead and get started. So this has been immersioned or blended real smoothly, and it looks delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and plate it. So I'll see you guys real soon. I hope you enjoy this tomato soup and let me know what you thought about it. Alright, see you soon. It's done. Look at that. It's so beautiful and yummy. I added some cream and a little bit of Parmesan on top. And just a little sprig of parsley to decorate it, but it's amazing. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on my videos. And tell me what you thought and what I should do next, or make a suggestion, and I'll put it in my suggestion box. Like always, guys, I hope you enjoyed my video and cooking with me in my kitchen. And y'all, it's delicious. Bye.